Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring you another video on the 25 secrets to wealth creation. And this time I'll be talking about in video number 3, the 4 phases. Um, so you might have heard of these 4 phases, but they're phases that you go through on your journey in creating wealth, and you'll see how they make sense and probably how everyone who has created wealth goes through these phases. So I'll tell you about the phases. Phase number 1 is unconscious incompetence. That means you really don't have any idea what you're doing wrong. You don't have any idea that anything is wrong in general. You don't have any idea. You don't know that you don't know. So in your process, let's say you're trying to build wealth, but you don't know that you have a problem in this phase of unconscious incompetence. So now that you're there, the next phase, now you know that something is, it's conscious incompetence. Now you don't know, maybe some things happened to you, someone or some people or some companies took advantage of you, um, and got you into a lot of debt. Maybe it's, loans, maybe it's credit card debt, and so on. Maybe you had a predatory lender and you have an interest rate that's too high on loans and or credit cards, whatever it is. Now you have unconscious incompetence. Now you know that some things are wrong. You know you've been taken advantage of. You know that things need to change, and then you start working on a plan. You start saving, you start maybe investing, you start paying down your debt. Getting out of debt is one of the most important things, and we'll talk about it along the line in wealth creation. But you start doing these things. You start cutting your spending, not spending as much, going out to eat or going out, for events and things like that. Things that you don't have to spend money on, you don't spend money on, so you can actually keep your money in your pocket, start saving, start having money to invest, and so on. So that's what you want. And then you get to conscious competence. Now you're doing a great job, you're saving, you got some investments, you got some money coming in, you're paying down debts, and so on. You're paying yourself, and all these things leads you to conscious competence. And then once you continue to do that, you repeat. And that's phase number 3, by the way, conscious competence. Now you know you've been doing some things, you've been helping yourself to create some wealth. And then the next and the final phase would be unconscious incompetence. You get to a level where it's automatic, you do it automatically. You don't even sometimes you sometimes even lose track of what you're doing. You just know you do it and you get great results. So that's unconscious competence. Um, you notice some people, let's say, that go to the gym, they don't even think about it. They're just always in the gym. You notice they have a great body, they're in great shape, they have great strength, they have stamina, they can, run or whatever it is they want to do for hours. They don't feel any fatigue and so on. So they get to unconscious competence. And it can happen fast, but sometimes it takes time. Maybe it takes, say, some theories say 7 days, some say 12 days, whatever it is, to do something 7 times, 12 times to develop a habit. Once you develop the habits, they pull you along. Because sometimes people say, well, I'm not motivated to do this or that. When you develop this habit, it pulls you along. Even if you're thinking, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, the habit is pulling you, you'll feel it. Um, it's sort of like, you don't first off, you don't need motivation to get started. But once you get going and you develop the habits, then a lot of the time the habit is pulling you along. And when you develop good habits, that's one thing that really helps you to create wealth, success. Those two things can be different from each other, because you could wake up when you talk about, success. The gurus say you can wake up in a state of bliss, joy, and you really don't want for anything. That's success. You don't need to be rich or wealthy or have any money to be successful. Um, but we're talking about wealth creation, money, finances. And so, again, the fourth phase is the unconscious competence. And now sometimes you'll slide backwards because you get out of the habit of doing things, and then you notice that your results aren't as good. Get back into the habit. You know how you got there. Just continue doing it day after day. You'll develop the habit, and then the next thing you know, you will have your unconscious competence. Um, and then you'll be getting spectacular results, as they say. So I hope this information was helpful. I will come back and make more videos on this, but I think it's really great. I think it's really important to talk about these concepts of wealth creation, especially at a time like this when the economy, um, for for a lot of people, is not that great. And people are trying to figure out ways like how can they get ahead? How can they create wealth, riches, abundance in their lives? So, hopefully, like I said, this information is helpful. Thank you for joining me. Happy Sunday to you. I'm hoping that you're having a fantastic day, hoping that you're um, enjoying the day and getting something out of it, hoping you're having a productive day. But again, I'm going to bring y'all more videos soon about the 25 secrets to wealth creation. Want to stay consistent in creating these, but I'm very excited to share it with you. Looking forward to your comments and you sharing what your experiences have been with the four phases and with wealth creation in general. And we'll talk to y'all soon. As always, happy lighting, fast manifesting, and love y'all. Okay, see you on the next one. Bye for now.